this is Karto Nretsew for the June 2013 BlazeCast. With me this month...
Microsoft touched me in bad places.
With me this month is Halo Hunter.
Ooh, it's such a party down.
Nretsew.
Always fashionably late. Always interrupting.
Yeah. And Dominic.
And we're back.
Yeah, for first time in a bit of a while where we haven't really had any guests, but screw it. They're too busy.
We don't need guests.
We don't need
anything special of any kind on this.
We don't need guests. We don't need viewers. Fuck them all.
Fuck everything.
Yeah.
We do need viewers. Oh my god, that's gonna be our new slogan. Otaku Blaze Podcast. Fuck everything.
No, that's EA.
Yeah.
That's EA's slogan.
And there's me thinking that was EA's slogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck everything. Oh no, let's give EA credit. They have been nice lately.
Yeah, we'll be getting to that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the two biggest pieces of news that we'll be talking about is obviously the Xbox One.
Xbox.
Yes. This Xbox reveal.
Xbox 4.
We'll be talking about that as well as giving our predictions of what we're hoping to get from this year's E3. But first we have a few little pieces of news. First one, which actually came about just a few days after, it's Nintendo are claiming ad revenue from Let's Play videos.
Okay, we're going to be talking about this for a bit.
Dick move, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Dick move.
Basically, what this means is that if you make Let's Plays or post gameplay of Nintendo games, then they will...
What if I pirated it? What if I pirated it? It's first party Nintendo.
Yeah, first party is...
You can do Nintendo games that are done by other publishers.
Yeah, so like if you were doing Sonic Colors, you could get away with that because that's Sega. But if you're doing Mario Party, Nintendo are going to call it.
Yeah.
Well, but what this means is that Nintendo are going to place they're going to get the money from the adverts. So if you...
Well, to be fair, I'm sure the most successful video game company in the world needs the money off these people. Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
These people that spend hours making their videos and
I mean, I can see I do.
Nothing back.
Yeah, I see this from both angles because I can understand it from Nintendo's point of view, but it's still a completely dick move, especially when you think that.
Yeah.
When you think about this, because if you have enough copyright ID claims, which is what Nintendo are doing, they're not strikes on people's accounts, they're ID claims. But if you have enough of those, then you can't gain money.
Ask one question to them to find out which one it is, whether or not they're being dicks or not. Are they forced soap or not?
I don't know. But it's basically this:
I'm sure they haven't heard of it being Japanese and all, but
if you get enough ID claims on your account, then you can't gain money from anything. So if you have something that's non-Nintendo related,
do a free strike limit.
Yeah, no. Because if they do that, then people's accounts are going to be knocked off all the time.
Yeah.
So it'd be completely stupid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the thing is that the thing is, at the end of the day, what Nintendo is actually doing is perfectly legal.
Yeah.
They have every right to be able to do this. The problem is I don't think they fully understand the repercussions of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you get that when you read the article. They talk a lot about they're trying to make themselves look out to be the good guys. But the thing is, they don't understand how... I don't think they understand exactly how the whole Let's Play thing works nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, what I would do if I was Nintendo is I would actually ask for ad revenue from these videos, but I would say that I would only call for the single most popular video from each Let's Player.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That
So
makes sense.
I just get like the single most popular Chugga Conroy video, the single most popular Nintendo Capri Sun video, something like that. So it's just one video from each Let's Player. Because that way it doesn't really affect people's accounts. Nintendo is still gaining money. Everybody's somewhat happy. If it's just like one video.
Yeah, like I said, it's perfectly legal for them to do it. But the thing is that I don't think they understand the repercussions, because there is a massive shitstorm over this.
Yeah.
And it's all heading towards them right as we speak. Like, I'm predicting lots of fucking shit.
It's a very poor time, considering how important Nintendo's image needs to be right now. Considering
they kind
of new games and
if they did this after E3, I don't think people would be as pissed. I don't think.
Yeah.
But because they've done it now,
I don't think they can do anything about it, really.
Yeah, exactly. They've kind of put themselves in a PR hole, essentially. So we're going to have to see what they do.
Is right in how. Maybe Karto is right to say that they think they're being the good guys here. So
yeah.
I just don't think.
True. Yeah. That is true. But the thing is, they've got two options right now in terms of being able to make the fans better. They can either change what they're doing, still do it, but change it so it's not so much of a dick move, or they have to back out of it completely.
Yeah.
Because there is actually a big legal fucking plot hole for this type of thing. Like, when does an intellectual property, there's a big legal debate already going on about, because, like, you can't let's play a movie, but you can let's play a game because you're showing off your version of the game because you're playing it, and then it becomes your property, and blah, 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 blah. It's very complicated.
I mean, honestly speaking, what would YouTube and most videos of Let's Plays be without Let's Plays? I mean, how much enjoyment has Let's Plays given almost everyone? No one can object to it, so how could a company?
Because a lot of Let's Plays nowadays contribute to game sales, because people see the games being played and think, okay, I'll give that a try. So they go out and get the game.
I mean, I could definitely agree with that.
You mentioned.
And it all harkens back to what I said. They don't understand what's actually going on. Like, they're not in tune with what an actual Let's Play is.
These aren't the people who watch Let's Plays.
And I think once they start getting people, like, actual Let's Players talking with them and having, like, explaining that for some of them, this is their livelihood. They do this as a job. And eventually what might actually happen is Nintendo might actually just pay them directly to do the Let's Plays, which would be brilliant. That would be a good idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that would actually be a really good compromise to say this person is authorized to do Let's Plays.
We get the money off the ad revenue, but we'll pay you to do the actual advertising.
I don't really see them doing that, because obviously Nintendo wouldn't want people.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't want people doing that, because then because they would worry that it's taking away sales, because it's like, oh, if people are Let's Playing a brand new game that's just come out.
Yeah,
then,
but like I said, they don't understand that it's advertising, though.
That's the thing.
From a company perspective, all they see is someone showing their quote-unquote movie.
Yeah, but really, Let's Plays best advertise older games.
Yeah.
If Nintendo were to pay people, they would have to actually pay people to play games which are already like 2 or 3 years old, which Nintendo wouldn't really care about selling all that well anymore.
Yeah. On the other hand, you also have to ask yourself, do most people nowadays watch a Let's Play for the game or for the personality of the person playing the game?
I'd say it's a bit of both.
Oh, that's when you look at people like, I'm not just listing off people that I have subscribed or anything. I'm just like thinking up people like Tobuscus and Yogscast and like all those kinds of people that are like big names. Do you go to see the gameplay, or do you go to see them as a personality play the game? That's the next thing you've got to ask yourself at this point.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
I do say both, but the Let's Play, I do say both sides of that, but
yeah,
the Let's Play I watch, I do avoid like half of his games because I don't like the idea of like watching him play that. Like,
yeah, I think it all comes down to the game and whether you're interested in seeing them. Because I mean, when it comes to personalities, you've also got like what Team 4-Star have been doing. You know, they've had them portraying Vegeta and Nappa playing the games.
My idea. I've already said this idea to you once before.
Yeah.
I mean, I suggested doing almost anyone from anime, and it was actually my first suggestion to do Vegeta. So that was my idea, and once again, someone has done it.
Anyway, well,
I'm bitter.
We've talked about this enough. We should probably move on.
Yep.
Oh no, Chris. Oh no, Halo Hunter. That wouldn't be a good idea. That sounds like a crap idea. Yeah. Until those guys do it. Anyway, that's what you were saying.
Okay, so sticking a bit with Nintendo, it was revealed that Sega have entered a partnership with them in that the next 3 Sonic games will be exclusive to Nintendo platforms.
Which is a fucking
Sonic team.
And
but from a business standpoint, it's fucking genius.
Yeah, because Sonic games sell the best on Nintendo. Yeah. They have said there's a rumor going around that
include the new Smash Brothers? You know?
Don't think so. But they have said that all 3 games will be released this year. And the first 2 have already been confirmed with Sonic Lost World,
aka Sonic Extreme,
crossed with Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I thought Mario Galaxy the first time I saw it. I was like, oh my god, it's Super Mario Galaxy.
But it does look actually really good.
It does actually look really good, yeah. I don't have a Wii U, but if I ever find myself picking one up.
I'm gonna have to get a Wii U now anyway.
Yeah. I'd say wait until Christmas, because most likely by then there'll be a price drop.
Well, you're not buying an XBone, so you know you need to buy a fucking Wii U now.
Yeah, and the second one was the next entry in the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. So, yeah. I don't mind them, but they're nothing special now.
That's what I mean. I don't mind them, but I think the gimmick's kind of outweighed its time.
The 3DS versions are actually better than the console versions.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Sure.
But, so we've got 2 of the 3 games, and we don't know what the third one game is, but Sumo Digital, the people behind All Stars Racing, have been teasing something.
Oh, really? So we think a new racing game then?
Maybe. We don't know yet.
Fighting game would be interesting. We haven't really seen a Sonic fighting game.
Oh, could they please rip off my idea of doing like a Smash Brothers of racing? So all the characters just doing that and cross-platform and shit.
That's essentially what Sega All Stars Racing is.
No, I'm sorry. My other idea of a gun game where all the different characters. Oh, that would still be a really good idea. It's just not. They're never going to do it.
Nope.
Then again, Nintendo doesn't really like gun games, so they probably won't do it.
Anyway, moving on.
So we're considering Sam's.
Moving on to something that was actually announced just this morning.
Oh fuck!
Wait, what?
And yes,
Apocalypse.
my bit something a bit special for me. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles has been revealed for the PlayStation 3 and is a HD version of the GameCube/PS2 game Tales of Symphonia and its Wii sequel Dawn of the New World.
Woo!
Hands up, who knows what he's talking about?
No one.
Well, the thing is, the fact that this was actually rumoured several weeks ago, and I think it's the game's producer, Hideo Baba, he actually came to England just recently for a convention, and he was asked about this, and he was surprised that we all knew about it. And then just this morning, it was officially confirmed. But they're kind of doing sort of the Square Enix route, you know, with how they treated Kingdom Hearts and all that. In that they're actually going back into the games and adding new stuff.
Oh, I love if they could do those.
Yes,
I love when games add stuff to a port or a remake.
Yeah, because
instead of just graphics.
Yeah, the Tales of Symphonia was originally released here on the GameCube, but we never got the enhanced PS2 version. But that's the base version they're using for this HD one. But they're adding stuff like new costumes and new cut-ins for when the characters use their special moves. But they have said that there's going to be some more stuff as well. And it was already confirmed for America and the EU. So we are confirmed to get it.
Weapons, new areas.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know.
I think that's actually pretty damn cool of Namco Bandai. So they've been really getting behind the Tales of series lately. For years they were just kind of like casting it aside.
It's so hard to predict whether or not we're going into a golden age of gaming or a new dark age. It's just so difficult.
Most people say it's a new dark age.
With the XBone, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll only be a dark age if they release a real bad Sonic game again.
Oh god, that's all we need. The Sonic cycle coming back.
A bad Sonic game, Dominic. That's it.
Well, it's not like we're going to get a really bad Mario game, is it?
Oh no, we've had them all the time.
And yet they still managed to sell a lot.
It was that educational Mario game that really sucked.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we do not talk about those games.
We do not talk about Fight Club.
Mario Fight Club.
Oh god.
That would be good.
Rule number one, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Rule number 1.
Rule number 2, you do not talk about Fight Club.
There are no warp zones. Yeah, I'd love to see like a really nice game like Mario turn like an 18 title with blood and death all over the place.
Oh god.
I just love it. I mean,
Grand Theft Auto.
that would sell. Barriers are biting the head off people. Fucking be sweet.
That's just basically Mario as a reboot then.
Mario the reboot.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we get on to the big one. One being the correct word. Yes.
Time.
Oh god.
Okay, before we start, can we all agree at least the presentation was good?
What?
I didn't watch it.
That press conference was a complete piece of shit.
Yes, but was it better than the Sony's one in terms of like the actual production and presentation?
Look. The only thing that matters, did they have some really hot booth baits there?
No.
No, they did not.
Oh, well, it's crap.
Well, that's it ruined for Halo Hunters. No.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously we are
I
talking.
never understood the reasons why they had to have booth baits, but go on.
We are talking, of course,
Just sorry.
about the Microsoft Xbox One, or to give it its proper name, the XBone, the Brick, the Sexbox, or the Xbox minus 359.
Okay.
Xbox 4.
Well, like as I was saying, I personally didn't find like the press conference to be all that bad. I thought it was alright.
It was dull.
It wasn't as well. The thing, most people are saying it wasn't as bad as the PlayStation one. They said the PlayStation one was more dull.
Actually, no, I call bullshit on that because all Microsoft talked about for the entire press conference was TV.
Yeah, I skipped to the bit with the sports as well. But the thing is that it was, in terms of the presentation, I reckon the presentation was alright. The information they were giving to you was shit, but the way that they presented it was okay. That's
no, because in my opinion, we got more out of the PS4 announcement. We knew more about it. We got a lot more satisfaction from it.
Yes, but did they get a secret deal with the fucking NFL? No.
Yes. To sum up the the XBone press conference, it was essentially TV sports.
TV, sports, Call of Duty, Halo TV series.
Yes, that is it.
Halo TV series directed by Steven Spielberg. That looks okay. Okay, TV series looks okay. The Halo TV series looks good. However, not the fucking time to announce it.
Yeah.
There is a place and a time to say that you've got, Steven Spielberg working on a
easily assumed they were going to make more Halo.
Well, yeah, we already knew that, but...
If you're going to be announcing, why didn't you announce a new Halo game then, you dipshits? Fucking... At least that would have upped the amount of games you actually showed by one.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go over it from the beginning. So, the first thing they really showed off was obviously the TV function.
Yeah, because obviously that's what every single gamer really cares about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, actually, that reminds me. I think it was on Twitter. You retweeted a GIF file of the anime shit going around the TV. You should put that in the podcast because that was great.
I'll see if I can find it.
That sums up the fucking the whole thing. Just that shit. Just like gamers like what? And Microsoft's like. Ooh. I actually was at school and I put that up on the projector for everyone to see. I was trying to explain to everyone why it was bad, and I was like, here you go. This will give you a visual representation.
Yeah, Microsoft were adamant saying that the evolution of entertainment is TV.
Why didn't you just do this Why didn't you do this on a different fucking press conference, you knobbers?
I just love the fact that the obviously the tagline for the press conference was "A new generation revealed." Why is it TV?
I know, it's like...
Yeah,
the thing is they're showing off stuff that gamers don't give a shit about, even though probably 90% of the people watching the fucking press conference are fucking gamers, you dipshits.
90% of the people in the audience there were gamers.
I know, it's like, you idiots, and you don't show almost any gameplay footage.
Yeah.
At least Sony had Watch Dogs.
Yeah, so let's just get back to it. So, obviously Microsoft was saying that the main draw of it was the fact that with every XBone you'll get a Kinect. And
Kinect 2.0 essentially.
Yeah, Kinect 2.0, which you can...
mean not the case for the Kinect?
But the idea is the fact that you can just say Xbox TV and it'll instantly switch from your game to TV.
Oh god. Well, here's a representation
Xbox
of how shit
4.
voice recognition is. I was having some fun with the voice recognition thing that Google recently added, and I got one of my teachers to come up, and he was interested in seeing what we were all doing, and I was like, well, we're mucking around with Google and using the voice. He was like, okay, I'll give it a go. So he says the word pen, and it comes up with penis. And then Google searched penis.
Sorry, coming.
And he's like, oh my god.
Okay.
Teacher, why did you say that?
Yeah, I can expect that to be just as good as the Kinect 2.0 is going to be honest.
Yeah.
But obviously
Xbox,
what the other things that they were showing off with the TV function is the fact that you can grab the screen with your hands and shrink it down so you can pull up the Xbox menus.
Yeah, the homepage.
Yeah.
Personally, that stuff doesn't look bad, but still, it's not what we're here for.
Yeah. And then they also said that you can
have any games that use it.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Then they also showed off the fact that Skype will be built in, which is actually pretty cool.
That is also, that's cool.
That's the only good thing,
Everyone likes Skype.
really. That's the only good thing I can really say about the press conference, that they added Skype to an Xbox.
Given.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Well,
all the stuff that
is
this
it to
thing
the
does,
Xbox or is it to the Kinect?
It's to the Xbox / Kinect because they're going to be function together.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
you can't.
/Kinect. Oh, that's so.
Here's the thing.
You
Here's
have-
the thing, Halo.
You have to
Yeah,
have
you
the
have-
Kinect plugged in to have the Xbox working.
But then it's
It
for
does.
the Kinect. I mean, who's going to buy the Kinect without the Xbox?
You can't. That's the
No
thing.
one.
Yeah, you have to have.
You said it was for the. You said it was for both the Xbox and the Kinect.
Yeah, it uses the Kinect's
I don't think you
camera and
understand why
it
you-
uses the Kinect's camera and microphone, but it's built into the Xbox.
Guys, we've got more important things to be bitching about on this topic, right?
Yes. So obviously they were showing off all this, and yes, the idea of being able to play a game and call up Skype instantly is pretty cool for Let's Plays.
However, I have to ask the question: are all of the people at Microsoft on ADHD? Do we really need to do two things at the same fucking time?
Yeah.
Just saying. I mean, it's
You already
cool.
kind of could have done that anyway
cool.
through the
It's
Xbox
cool,
chat.
right? Yeah. Here's the thing. It's cool that I can. Oh, I don't know. Actually, yeah, that brings up a point. If I could just use Xbox's online fucking party system,
Yeah.
why the fuck do I need Skype?
It's the same.
Oh, you dipshits. As I was saying, like, why do, like, if I'm watching a movie, I want to watch the movie. I'm not just going to go, Xbox, bring me up Star Trek Into Darkness trailers and watch trailers for another movie while I'm watching a movie. I said, actually, essentially, the entire Xbox press conference was, yo, dang, I heard you like this, so we put this in your this, so you can do this while you do this.
Yeah.
It's insert
Basically,
something
the market
about this.
It's basically the market reset syndrome. Our figures
Yeah.
show people respond well to
And-
this. Have this.
We should actually just also bring up the whole point as to why Microsoft called it the Xbox One. Because
No,
they
it's stupid.
they believe that all you'll need under your TV now is the Xbox, in that it will do
Until the
everything.
next console.
Well,
What about
but here comes the bullshit, because in order to actually have the TV function work, you need to be able to plug something into the Xbox. So you'll have two boxes. Then you also have to put into consideration the fact that the XBone only has a 500 gigabyte internal hard drive. There's no external one.
Yeah.
So you'll have to plug external hard drives into the XBone, adding more boxes. You have to plug all this other stuff into it.
And what about my Wii U? Because I actually want to play fucking games once in a while, Microsoft.
Yeah.
And what about my Skybox? Maybe I have something
Yeah.
else to watch.
Again, you'd have to plug that. You'd have to plug that into your Xbox.
Yeah, because here's something that I don't think they understand is that not everyone has cable television.
Only in Xbox.
Because the thing is that, yeah, in America, I'm going to say most people, yeah, they do have a cable network or something. But in New Zealand, we only have satellite. Does
Yeah.
the Xbox One work with satellite? Can I just shove that fucking cord up its ass and
Well,
hope that it works?
the entire press conference, to be honest, was focusing on America. Everything about it was focused just solely on America. There was nothing for people outside of America, which is kind of stupid considering
They might as
you're
well have
broadcasting
put
this
Xbox
event to the
Patreon
fucking
with
world.
that fucking logic.
Yeah,
It's
that's
stupid.
that's the problem. The problem is that it's like, yeah, that's cool, but I can't fucking use it. It's like they're going on about Netflix and shit. I can't use Netflix. I don't get that in New Zealand.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
So how the fuck does that work?
Yeah, and obviously when it came to the sports stuff, they were talking about, NFL, all this American football stuff, and we're like,
Yeah.
we're in the UK, we don't give a fuck about this.
Yes, because as we
Yeah,
all know, gamers love sports exclusively.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we
that is
all
the
know-
biggest.
Yeah. Did you hear about that football
I mean,
team?
obviously about
They-
half of them, maybe, but not that many.
But here's the thing
It's
is
not-
that what they're trying to do is they're trying to get frat boys to buy the Xbox One. They're trying to get the people that are in college and use fantasy basketball and that shit. You know, they're trying to get that crowd. But the problem is that crowd is actually smaller than the fucking gaming community as a whole.
Yeah.
You idiot.
The people they should be pursuing, targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Fucking
just
retarded.
we've kind of just moved into it already. But obviously, after they talked about TV being the future, they moved on to
future.
sports being the future.
They brought in their fuck buddy EA to come
Yes.
in and save the day.
I swear I could hear the Imperial March theme as the EA representative came out. I swear I could.
I skipped the whole sports section. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh god, it was so boring.
I basically skipped to the Halo announcement, and then I went to Call of Duty, and then that was it.
Yeah, basically what they did, they showed off a few sports related stuff. Then EA came out and going, "Oh, we're building a brand new game engine to make sure that our new sports games are the best and most realistic as they can ever be."
God.
Then they said, "Take a look." They said take a look at this trailer, and they proceeded to show nothing but in development wireframes and pre-rendered graphics, the fucking morons.
Dipshits.
You just gotta love the propaganda of gaming all the time. Every press conference, this will be the best thing ever, and you will fucking love it, and you will not go to any of our competitors for anything. They never concede any downside to any project they ever do. I mean,
I think at the EA point, that's when I said, yeah, I'm not going to buy one of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they almost make it an anti-commercial for the project to say such stupid things for it.
And then obviously, after EA, they did a few more sports announcements. Obviously saying like they've got some certain deal with, I think it was NFL or whatever it was. We don't give a fuck.
What?
Yeah. Then they had the Halo TV series announcement,
which was
what?
Yeah.
Wait. Halo TV. TV series.
Yeah. A Halo TV series being made by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, it's directed by Steven.
Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's good.
Considering that movie,
that's good.
But fuck.
Yeah, here's the thing. That's good.
It's gonna be.
But does it need to be?
It's got
in
nothing to do with gaming.
Exactly. Well, it kind of does have something to do with gaming, but it's not what we want to see.
Yeah. Then
they should have showed off Halo 5 or something. That would have been good.
Then obviously, I think then after that they moved on to they tried talking about games.
Oh my god, it's dog physics.
Yeah, well, before that,
no shit, guys. That dog looks fucking amazing.
Before the dog stuff, they obviously announced a new Forza, and I was going, is this pre-rendered? It looks.
It's a racing game.
Yeah, it's basically Microsoft's version of Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo? No, I know what that is.
But yeah, that was really it, wasn't it? I think they only showed off Forza, and that was it.
And then Activision. And then Activision came in.
Yeah, then Activision came in saying, and I have to say this. Now, even if you really, really love Call of Duty and all that, who gave a flying fuck about that announcement?
Well, considering the fact we already fucking knew it was coming out.
Yeah.
Like a month before the announcement. And it's not an exclusive title.
Yeah. It's a multi-platform game, so what the fuck is the point of having the gameplay reveal? That's what they said. They said get your first looks at the gameplay of Call of Duty Ghosts at the XBone reveal. But how much gameplay did they show? About 5 seconds.
Well, I will say at least it was better than the rest of the fucking shit.
But they also said like, we're building into all these brand new physics and showing realistic fish.
Curves.
Yeah, realistic fish swimming away. Something that's been in games for fucking years.
We're gonna perfect the art of creating circles close up to your camera, so you can have perfect circles.
So
that's
now you
can.
Why
they only showed 5 seconds of it. So
now you can see the dirt under your character's fingernails.
I know. Most of it was bullshit, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be the same Call of Duty game, just looks different.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any different.
Yeah.
Which is why
the only interesting thing we got from that Call of Duty announcement was the dog.
The dog is awesome. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. Legit, that dog looks amazing.
I loved that comedy cover somebody did. It's the Call of Duty Ghosts artwork cover, but they've changed the man into a dog.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I thought that was brilliant.
That would be the best twist ever. You spend the whole game playing as the dog. Shit. The whole game. Just playing as the dog, and you just watch the game through the dog's perspective. That would just be amazing. I would just fucking be like, oh yeah. That would be great.
Well, that could be like the big reveal for the game.
Yeah.
The big reveal is you're not playing as a human marine. No, you're playing as a fucking dog, bitches.
Hey, that would actually make me want to buy it.
Wow, motherfucker.
That would make me want to buy the game.
That would be the fucking the Xbox's like major selling point. If there was a special edition of Call of Duty Ghosts, like the fucking subtitle underneath the game was not "We're all we've got." It's "Bow Wow, motherfucker, bow wow, bitches." Oh god. And that's the dog's fucking catchphrase.
Yeah. I guess the press announcement once again shows that the people making the games and the announcements are not gamers because they don't know what the fuck people want.
There's no way.
And
no way.
now, obviously that Call of Duty was the way Microsoft decided to end the press conference.
Which was really weird because it just ended. After that guy finished, it just stopped, and I'm like, what? Is that it?
Yeah, and that's why most people were so underwhelmed, and this is why I kind of thought that Sony did a much better job with the PS4 reveal. In that, because
even though you still thought that press conference was shit.
No, I thought the PS4 reveal was somewhat.
It was somewhat meh.
Yeah, but it was a whole lot better than this. Because as soon
PS4 over the other consoles.
I know, because the thing was, after the XBone reveal, there was still a mountain of questions people had.
Some of which technically got answered. But not
and many of them have not been, which is why we're actually talking about it now. Because Nretsew actually talked to me just not too long after the conference and said, are we going to do a special one where we just talk about the conference? Yeah. I said no, because I wanted to wait until some of these questions had been answered. And they haven't.
You should at least do some sort of dub over the conference where you can add the Emperor music and shit.
Oh, well, here's what we know about like the rumors and what people found out after the press conference. We know there's going to be no used games. We've got rumors.
Actually, no, that's not true.
Okay.
This is what I mean by it's so confusing because we don't know. There are so many stories saying it goes in one direction, then Microsoft is saying no, it's not.
The most important fucking thing, and we don't know.
The thing is, they have confirmed that the XBone will not be backwards compatible.
Yes, which I was expecting that. I knew that was going to be the case. I did kind of say it, but I do have to say the comments came from the guy who runs EA. I'm not certain, but somebody said if you're backwards compatible, you're truly backwards, or something along those lines. That's almost as good as...
If you like classic games, you are a moron.
Yeah.
No, that's almost as good as Adam Wolf going, you don't have an internet connection? Hashtag deal with it.
Yeah, it was almost that bad, because I'm like, you fucking moron.
Oh my god.
So, but we know that the XBone...
It's not just moronic, it's just insulting to have been told that.
And here's the comparison.
We know you love it, but we want more money.
Yeah.
You can't have any backwards compatibility, so you might as well throw away those games you loved and just fuck it.
Yeah. Well, here's the comparison, because you have to remember this. XBone, not backwards compatible with anything, whether it be disc or downloaded.
Yeah.
Which
The-
makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. The PS4 will not be backwards compatible at launch, but will be able to eventually play PS1, PS2, and PS3 games.
See,
Fucking
the only
yes.
way I would ever be... The only way I'd ever be able to, like, forgive them for, like, not doing backwards compatible, if somehow you can be reimbursed for all the DLC you've brought for the other games you've got, and you've got, like, a new account with the DLC equivalent.
Yeah.
That would be badass. We know it won't happen, but I'm just saying, that would be forgivable.
Yeah. Other stuff we're not fully certain about is obviously
Use
what.
game feed.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. But we don't know anything about Xbox Live, to be honest, because we pretty much all know that Microsoft will still charge people for Xbox Live.
There's no, they're not going to not stop that.
That is...
Because they're the
that's
only
really
ones that
something,
can
yeah.
get away with it. They're the only ones that get away
I know,
with it.
even though Nintendo and Sony and Steam and that lot, they don't do pay to play, and so obviously loads of people are saying that now Microsoft are idiots for charging people.
They are going to crash and burn on this generation of
Yeah.
consoles.
And now obviously we have
It's
the biggest
not looking
one.
good for them so far.
Obviously we have the biggest question mark is the used games question, and this is where it really does get confusing. Because
What do you mean by used games, by the way?
used games as in games you buy which have already been sold, like you go into a pre-owned, stuff like that. So like if you're
Yeah.
buying second-hand games, stuff like
I
that.
brought this Call
You
of
mean
Duty.
you have to,
I
like,
trade
type-
it and
you
someone
mean-
else buys it.
No, do you mean like you have to type in a code and that's like only once used or something like that?
That's according to the rumors, because like I said, there are multiple stories about this, and this is why it gets really confusing, because some people are saying that every XBone game will come with a code which will tie that game to your console. So if you were to give that game to somebody else, they wouldn't be able to play it.
Yeah.
They would have to pay in order to unlock it.
Well, you know what? There is a way around that. Just
Not
give your
buying a
friends a
fucking
console.
Xbox.
Just give your friend a console.
Yeah.
You're just gonna
Or-
have people
I mean,
switching
that-
consoles. Like they'll be like a shady deal, and they'll do a Mexican fucking switch of the consoles.
Yeah, there's the
The
other.
more I'm hearing about this, the less I'm liking them.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
the way, it's probably absolutely true, because if they did not want any like negative thoughts about this console, they would have dismissed the rumor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's probably true.
The other variation of this is that the code will actually allow you to play. Will actually be allowed to be input into a maximum of 3 Xboxes before having.
That's no fucking better.
So you'd have to authorize it on the consoles that you want to give it to. And again, the other variation of this is the fact that
you gotta
it's-
laugh. You gotta laugh
Right.
if the next Xbox breaks down
yeah,
and all your games are worthless.
exactly.
You just gotta love that idea.
The other variation of this is the fact that you will be able to delete the code so that somebody else can input it on their console. But oh god, I believe there is a bit of a problem with that as well. There's so many confusing rumors.
It's a stupid idea.
Yeah. And like, because they've said that, like, there's been rumors going around that the console is always online, and then people said,
Well-
no, it isn't. It's the fact that the Xbox has to, it has to switch itself on
so many
every
updates per
24
second.
hours.
Yeah, and I'm actually pretty sure that I heard somewhere that Microsoft confirmed that is true. It
Yeah.
does have to be connected 24, like at least once every
Yeah,
24
'cause
hours,
it
which
needs-
is not any fucking better.
Yeah, because the idea is the fact that it needs
once every
to
24
well,
hours.
it needs to verify
What?
that you still own these games. it needs to connect to the servers saying, you still own all these games, you're okay to play them for another 24 hours. And it's just to make certain that you...
Sorry.
And it's like, my God, Microsoft, what the fuck are you thinking?
So hypothetically, if the next Xbox was not connected for one day, all the games I bought on it absolutely meaningless.
Possibly yes.
Yep.
That is titanically stupid.
Agreed.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it's a possibility. We still don't fully know. And this is the...
E3's gonna be interesting.
Yes, this is the thing. We don't know.
I mean, this is either a really good espionage project by the other consoles, or that is going to be one shit console entirely.
That's actually what I love. I love how
I've heard.
Sony is like in the background, just going, okay, we're not going to go into that shitstorm. We're just going to back the fuck up.
Yeah.
And just let this burn for a little bit.
And
There's got to be
and
world-class espionage right
yeah,
there.
and I just have to say this about the whole XBone stuff. And I think, honestly, Microsoft would have been better off to do it this way. They should have had the reveal at E3.
Agreed.
They should have had the reveal at E3, shown off all the games, and then after E3, held a second press conference just to talk about the entertainment side.
Agreed. Because even with this press conference, if they had have stated that it was about the entertainment side of things, that would have been fucking good then. Because then you wouldn't have all the gamers watching
Well,
it.
that's the thing. Apparently they did.
Well, no, they didn't, because no one knew that. Though.
Well, again, but even if we did know that beforehand, it's still a fucking stupid idea, considering the fact that you're streaming this event to the world, you're putting all the adverts on gaming websites. So obviously the biggest people who are going to be watching it are gamers, so we wanted...
I think they're confused as to what they're actually trying to target, because like I said, they're trying to target frat boys, but they're also trying to target gamers, but they're also trying to target fucking sports fans, but they're confused. They don't know who they want to suck the
It is.
I know, what I kind of felt was
It's
the
the
fact
problem that happens all the time. Whenever you widen who you're marketing to, it dilutes the product.
Yeah, I mean, what I kind of felt
to put forth.
What I kind of felt about this was that over the last few years, I have obviously been giving Sony a lot of shit for their press conferences, and
Sure.
I kind of felt that,
And rightfully so, by the way.
yeah, but I kind of felt like Microsoft and Sony have now switched places. Everything
Absolutely.
I was bitching about Sony about, Microsoft was showing. And everything
Right.
I praised Microsoft about to begin with, Sony are doing. So my opinions have
it's like,
completely reversed.
This is like inside trading right now. It's like, yeah, your company has a turn now. You can be the successful one this time. And it's like, next time it will be Nintendo or something. It's absolutely like fixed marketing right here, because they're virtually sabotaging themselves all the time.
And obviously this brings us really to E3. And I just have to say this, if Microsoft do not have a absolutely flawless press conference at E3, they are screwed.
Yep, they're going to have to show off all those 15 fucking exclusive titles that they were talking about that are coming out this year. There is no way, like, they have to make up for what they've fucking done here. And they better explain the fucking used game scenario, for fuck's sake.
And really this obviously...
Just explain it!
They have gone on... They've actually said, there's been a few rumours going around. They've said that Rare are going to be announcing one of their historic IPs making a return exclusively for the XBone. And there are rumours flying around that EA have been working on Mirror's Edge 2, which will be revealed for the XBone.
I still haven't finished Mirror's Edge 1.
And here's the thing.
I got stuck on it, and I never went back to it.
Well, here's the thing. Both this historic Rare IP and Mirror's Edge 2. Both are things gamers have been waiting years for. What's been the most popular response to these pieces of news? Nobody gives a fuck.
I think technically they do need a bit more, especially after what happened at the press conference. They need a bit more than that, I think.
I still can't believe Microsoft's cockiness after the press conference, because they said, they actually said, just wait until after E3.
Oh god!
It's not even cockiness; it's arrogance.
Yeah.
They believe they've already won.
They believe that they've got the killer lineup. I'm going, no, you don't. You believe you do, but considering your console is complete shit, nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, and expensive.
There better be a Blinks the Cat fucking free, otherwise I'm not buying it.
And it's
Of
going
course,
to be like,
even if
they're going to be like, you have to have a
cat. If they come out with Blinks the fucking Cat number 3, I will have to buy the XBone for that.
No. I bet you'll probably end up buying the game, but you'll hold off on buying the console itself for years.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm guessing you would even need to buy an Xbox Gold account before you could even play your games. That would be
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Actually, they've already kicked the balls quite a lot. Maybe it's surgically removing them and crushing them in your face. That kind of graphic image for you.
Yeah. So obviously, when it comes to E3. Now, the stage has been set for E3, so everything we hear now is just rumours that are going to be announced and stuff. Obviously, Nintendo are not...
Speculation from here.
Yeah, Nintendo are not going to have a press conference. They are going to be present at E3, but they're not going to have a press conference.
They're going to have a Nintendo Direct after, I believe. I think that's what they said they're going to do. Which is fair enough. They're basically doing what everyone else has fucking done and have a special little press conference.
Yeah.
Not fucking...
And obviously, all we're expecting from them is games. All we're
expecting from them is Smash, fucking Mario, maybe a Zelda game.
Yeah, we've pretty much got confirmed that we're going to see Smash Brothers and I think Mario Kart.
Basically stuff that we really expect.
To be a new Mario platformer for the Wii U, Pikmin 3.
It's just the remakes always.
Zelda.
A new Samus,
Zelda Wind Waker HD. Link to the Past 2.
Is that a new game, or is it just a remake?
It's a new game.
It's a new game, but it's only for the 3DS.
Oh, I gotta get that. Link to the Past was like one of my favourites.
And also, there's been rumours going around that Nretsew have been working on another new game, so...
Please say it's Donkey Kong Country
To be perfectly honest, the most anticipated fucking press conference at E3 is the press conference that's not going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
But, to be honest, Nintendo are actually in the best situation.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, we want Smash Brothers. Like, yeah. So.
Because all we're Nintendo have said that we're going to see some of the biggest games at this Nintendo Direct. And we know that they've obviously got some other stuff they're going to be revealing.
They may or may not show off a little bit of Pokemon fucking X and Y. That'll be good.
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem.
I thought that was like...
Nintendo are just going to be showing off tons and tons of what really are the best games for the Wii U and 3DS.
Sure. Do you think the companies would actually make more money if they released their consoles separately throughout the year?
What do you mean?
Do you think that would actually work out better for them? I mean, instead of like releasing all the consoles virtually at the same time and doing all the press releases at the same time, what if they just like took a third of the year, released like the Wii U, a third of the year, released the XBone or whatever it's called.
That would be nice if they weren't like all in competition with each other and wanting to.
Because with Nintendo, Nintendo do whatever they want. They release it when it's ready.
That's good.
Microsoft
I like that philosophy.
That's Microsoft and Sony are in competition because they've both pretty much said that the PS4 and the XBone are going to be released by this the end of the year. So most likely, both will be out for Christmas.
Agreed.
But they shouldn't be rushing it.
Anyway,
They have to have it ready.
Moving on to what Sony's going to be doing.
That is the thing that needs the most attention to.
Yeah. Just before we get to Sony, Konami are doing another pre-E3 conference. Because over the last, I don't know what it is with Konami, but they seem to love having a press conference before E3. They do all their game reveals beforehand.
It's because they get their own little. They don't have to compete with anyone. That's why. If they do it before E3.
You say that, but their press conferences in general are some of the worst because they're just so bad.
Anyway, that's good to know. But on to Sony.
Yeah,
Essentially, what I'm expecting from Sony is Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 3, actually getting to see what the fuck the PlayStation 4 looks like.
Yeah, I mean, Sony are going to be pretty busy because they're obviously going to be. I think they've said that there's going to be still a few more games for the PS3 coming out, so they're going to be showing off them. They've got obviously they're up to talk about the PS4 and set up all that, and also like there's the connectability with the Vita.
Sure.
Yeah, which is mandatory now, which I kind of expected anyway.
Yeah, so now, the fact that this mandatory connector with the Vita is in place, do we expect a price drop for the Vita?
I would say
it's probably
yes.
Going to be increased
I would say,
the same.
especially if you want to have both of them, yeah, I would say yes. I would expect a price drop.
Yeah.
I would definitely expect a price drop if I was going to buy a PlayStation 3 and a Vita together. I would say what they should do is have special deals where if you buy a PlayStation 3, you get 50% off the Vita.
You mean PS4?
Like PS4. Right. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like I would say, like have it bundled in that way. Like you'd have. You'd buy your PlayStation 4 and you would
bundled or thrown for free, but bundled with
yeah. Have it bundled or have it like 50% off if you decide to buy it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to have a Vita as well, you have that option. That okay, because that's the thing. If you say 50% off the Vita, people are going to buy it. If you say like.
As long as it's optional, like you're saying, it's fine.
Yeah, because if you're going to be buying the PlayStation 4 anyway, and the retailer goes, did you know that if you buy this, you get 50% off this? You're going to buy the thing that's not cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to do that. It would be a great marketing decision if they did that, but of course they're not going to.
Well, you say that, but considering the way Sony are right now, and they're actually making a lot of good decisions, it is actually a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, well, I don't think they'll do it straight away. Maybe in a few years.
No. In a few years, they might do that.
I do hope for at least a Vita price drop, but I don't think there'll be a bundle.
Yeah.
Obviously, Square Enix said that the PS4 revealed that they're going to have something for the PS4 at E3.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Is just the case of it.
Yeah, is it going to be Final Fantasy 15? Will it be Versus 13? Will it be New Kingdom Hearts? Will it be something completely new? Does anybody really give a shit? Because it's Square Enix.
Agree.
We all know what Square Enix is capable of. Shit.
Anyway, moving on. We know what Microsoft's doing.
Like I said, Microsoft have got to do a flawless run. Actually, screw that. They've got to do better than flawless.
They've got to.
They've got to give their console for free.
They got to suck the cocks of all the gamers. Suck the cocks of all
I don't think they'd go that far, Nretsew.
Chance would be a fine fucking thing. Just joking.
You could have said I wasn't literal, but no.
I wasn't literal.
Truly
but
imagining.
You do know what I mean. You do know what I mean. Though. They have to fucking pull plumb.
Yeah, I'm taking that literal.
So in other words,
dirty fucking idiot.
So in other words, the XBone has an X-boner, and
oh shit.
Oh, there's going to be jokes like that anyway.
There already has been.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
But yeah, so obviously Microsoft's got to do that. Then there's obviously Ubisoft and EA have their press conferences, but we pretty much know that EA is just going to be, look at our sports.
Oh,
Yeah, and Ubisoft's going to be saying, look at this new trailer for Rayman Legends.
This new trailer for Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, that'll be it. Ubisoft, as good as Ubisoft ultimately are, their press conferences are quite predictable.
Agreed.
It's gonna be Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be Rayman. It's gonna be what's it called? Watch Dogs.
Yeah. So anyway, on to other news.
do you mean Watch Dogs or Sleeping Dogs?
Watch Dogs.
Or is that like... Right.
Or are they both the same fucking...
Are they the same? I don't
No.
I've never played either. Or heard of either, really. But go on.
Yeah. I think with I can't really think of anything that's really going to be surprising, to be honest, at E3.
I don't think it's going to be surprising. It's just going to be...
Blowjobs from Xbox, apparently.
That would be surprising. I would fly all the way to fucking California. Just to see if that's true. Just to see if that's true. I'd just be like, yeah, wow.
They really could do that. Like,
They
legalize prostitution.
really are that desperate. They really are that desperate that they fucking have to...
Well, they will be once their console won't sell.
Yeah, they will be once the console doesn't sell.
Yeah. So I mean.
Buy now and get a free bleacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, coupon for a blowjob.
Yeah. So just think about grading the press conferences, or what we hope to grade the press conferences.
Yeah.
So in other words, if they get anything lower than our grade, then they've obviously done a shit job.
I'd probably I'd give Nintendo a high grade, even though the press conference doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Sony a meh, because I'm not really interested in Sony to begin with.
With Nintendo, I expect to hopefully give them a B, because obviously they got a lot of games. I want to see them. Whether they're good or bad, we don't know.
Yeah, B. I agree with that. A B. Well, I'd probably say C for Sony, kind of. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Sony
I'm not overly fascinated because I am really interested, but I don't think they need to. They don't really need to show all that much. No, they don't.
I think they've got.
All they need to do is have a guy go up on stage and go, used games. Yeah!
Yes! As soon as, if they do that, they've automatically won.
No, they have a guy go up and just be like, it's not always online. Yeah! And then you just hear all the people on the Microsoft press conference fucking pouring into the fucking Sony press conference. And then everyone just leaves. And the Xbox guy's just going, don't go.
Yeah,
Stay.
and obviously with Microsoft, like I said, I want to give them an A.
It better be an A,
Yeah,
triple X.
that's what I said. It's got to be an A rank. They've got to do everything perfect.
Do you think they would have had a better... You think they would have been better off if they had no press conference at all than that shitty one they gave?
Possibly, yeah. Like I said, it would have been better off revealing the XBone at E3.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Because according to what I've heard, Microsoft held off revealing the XBone because of all the stuff related to the PS4.
Which was stupid because it ended up fucking backfiring.
Yeah. They apparently held it off so that they could actually say, okay, what do people like about the PS4 and how could we do it better?
And how can we do the exact opposite?
How can we fuck it up?
Yeah.
How can we do the exact opposite?
That would have been their thinking, yes.
Oh god. Because I honestly don't mind Microsoft wanting to turn the Xbox into an entertainment hub. I don't mind that.
It's fine.
It's the fact that they they revealed
They
all
removed
that.
almost every good thing possibly.
Yeah, it's the fact that they focused on the entertainment side at this press conference way too much, and they left way too many answers, way too many questions unanswered, and started acting like complete dicks.
Well, Karto, you're forgetting it comes with free sports.
Sports.
Yo, dang,
Okay.
did you like sports? So I put sports in your sport so you could sport while you sport.
Yeah, if I have to say, this, if anybody wants to actually really see, the XBone press conference in its best format, look up videogamer.com's abridged video of the conference. It is hilarious.
Oh, you've got to give me a link to that.
Yeah, because they did what they did one with PS. They did actually do one with PS4, which was great. But I swear the XBone one is even better.
Alright. Well, maybe we should end the news on the lighter side. EA have decided to turn in their dicks.
Yeah.
Because
This is possibly the best decision EA have made in years. The fact that the online passes, which obviously were codes that you got with the games to allow you to access content and stuff, they've decided to do away with them.
And it gets better.
Yeah.
They've made all existing games that require an online pass free.
Yeah.
The online pass is free. Fucking genius.
So if you've already brought a pass, you're fucked.
Yes, I do say that.
Not necessarily. If you've already brought the game new, this doesn't really concern you. It's
Yeah.
if you're buying the game used, it concerns you.
Yeah.
But obviously,
It doesn't concern me.
yeah, but I mean, obviously, the big thing was the fact that this little bit of news came out just before the XBone reveal.
Yeah.
And as soon as people found out that obviously there's going to be codes with the XBone games to stop pre-owned, people thought, oh, so that's why EA stopped the online passes. Because Microsoft are making them mandatory.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's
because
good for other consoles.
I know,
It's good for other consoles.
I just loved the fact that as soon as this news story came out, people said, okay, EA, what are you up to?
Yeah. EA, what are you doing?
Nobody trusted EA. We're going, EA are actually making a good decision.
Why the fuck would you? It's fucking EA.
Yeah. Everybody.
No, it's good.
It's a good move. I do give them that, but it's the fact that they shouldn't have had them in the first place. But considering why they made them now,
if you read their article about it, they said we got so much negative feedback about it, we've decided to get rid of it. So they fucking
now they've decided
to listen.
That's not the reason.
Well, no, the actual reason.
If that was the case, they would have gone everything right to begin with.
Yeah, it's the
when have they ever listened to the fans?
Yeah, because
again,
that's not the reason.
Again, like I said, the fact that they did this just before the XBone reveal, that's why people were questioning it.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason they're doing it is because they can't make money off the system anymore. Because, by now, with these games, most people already have the game, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So that's what I mean. It's like that. Yeah, we're making them free, but you already own it, so you don't need to give a shit. So,
EA Games, we're trying to fix everything.
Yes. Right. And on that bombshell, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, that's basically it with all the news and everything. So, yes, we will see you next time for an E3 special.
Whoa, we're not finishing, are we?
Yeah.
Yep, we're not finishing.
Yeah, we've been going for about an hour now.
I was going to say, with us being like the poorest, some of the poorest people ever, when do you think we'll ever actually get a console, any of these new consoles? Do you think we'll have to wait until the price goes down, or you think...
Considering it took me 5 years just to get my hands on a PS3, I'm probably expecting the same.
You did buy the Xbox and the Wii beforehand.
Well, yeah, but they were actually quite cheap.
Okay.
So- But yeah, we will see you next time for an E3 special, which we'll be doing. We'll be doing that directly after all the press conferences have finished. So I'm going to be watching them all, taking notes, and then we're going to go through them all.
For us.
I have to remember what date is E3 again.
I honestly can't remember.
You don't even know yourself.
I think it's about in a fortnight, something like that.
Oh, once we
I'm a professional.
And as usual, I'll find everything out on Sonic Retro.
So most likely it'll be like this Saturday or Sunday after, the closest Saturday after. Because if it's going to be during a weekday, I'd have to take a day off school to do it.
Yeah, so we'll see you for that, and obviously next month's regular podcast, where we don't really know if there'll be anything worth talking about. But anyway.
Also, since the new season's coming out pretty soon, we're going to need to start talking about that as well.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you feel like it.
Anyway. So this has been Karto 1989 with Halo Hunter, Nretsew and Dominic. We will see you next time.